Greetings to you all. I welcome you all to my zoology class, lesson 11, chemical coordination and integration. While hearing your test marks, some may have anxiety and some may hesitate to hear and some may be worried. Do you know the reason for such immediate change? While seeing any unexpected happenings, we get goosebumps. Do you know the reason why? They are all due to the biochemical changes happening in our body, which are created by endocrine system. The above mentioned biochemical changes are due to the hormone adrenaline. It is otherwise called as the hormone of flight, fright and fight. See, this is our endocrine system. Okay, all the glands are same. In female, it is the gonadotropin is secreted by ovary, and in male it is secreted by testes, but all the hormones are same. Okay, hypothalamus, pituitary gland, hypothalamus, it is present in hypothalamus, then pineal gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, thymus, adrenal, pancreas and gonads. Okay, all the enzymes are, all the hormones are same except the gonadal hormones. Physiological function of our human body is regulated and coordinated by both neural endocrine system. The endocrine system influences the metabolic activity by means of hormones. Hormones means to excite. Hormones are chemical messengers released into blood and circulated as chemical signals and act specifically on certain organs or tissues called target organs or target tissues. Hormones may speed up or slow down or alter the activity of target organs. The hormones secreted do not remain permanently in the blood, but they are converted by the liver into inactive compounds and excreted by the kidneys. Hormones are chemical messengers because they act as organic catalyst and coenzyme to perform specific function in the target organs. The target organ contains receptor molecule either on the surface or within the cell. Although the different hormones come in contact with cells, only the cells that contain receptor molecules specific for the hormones are physiologically activated. A single hormone may have multiple effect on single target tissue or different target tissue. Many hormones exhibit long-term changes like growth, puberty and pregnancy. Hormones often influence many organ system at the same time. Serious deficiency or excess secretion of hormones leads to disorders. Hormones coordinate different physical, physiological, mental activities and maintain homeostasis. Hormones are composed of water-soluble proteins or peptides or amines or soluble steroids. These are the organs, glands. Okay. There are two glandular systems such as exocrine glands and endocrine glands. The exocrine glands secrete enzymes, saliva, and sweat, and have ducts that carry their substance to the membrane surfaces. Example: salivary gland, sweat gland, gastric glands. Endocrine glands are called ductless glands, produce hormones, and lack ducts. They release the hormone to the surrounding tissue fluid. The hormones circulate around the body and eventually reach the target organs. Endocrine glands include pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, pineal gland, adrenal, thymus, and also known as exclusive endocrine glands. Hypothalamus, along with its neural function, also produces hormones and is considered as a neuroendocrine gland. In addition, several organs such as pancreas, gastrointestinal tract epithelium, kidney, heart, gonads, and placenta are also have endocrine tissues and are known as partial endocrine gland. Homeostasis, maintenance of constant internal environment of the body by the different coordinating system. This is called homeostasis. Hypothalamus. Here, pituitary gland is attached to the brain by a stalk called infundibulum. Hypothalamus is a small cone-shaped structure that projects downward from the brain, ending into the pituitary stalk. It interlinks both the nervous system and endocrine system. Though pituitary gland is known as the master endocrine gland that controls the other endocrine glands, but it is in turn controlled by hypothalamus. Hypothalamus contains group of neurosecretory cells. It produces neurotransmitters which regulate the secretions of the pituitary. The hormone produced by hypothalamus act either as releasing hormone or as an inhibitory hormone. In the basal region of the brain, the hypothalamic hypophyseal portal blood vessels connects hypothalamus and anterior pituitary. It allows hypothalamic hormones to control anterior pituitary. The posterior pituitary is connected with hypothalamus by a nerve bundle called hypothalamic hypophyseal axis. It produces a nerve signal that controls posterior pituitary secretion. Hypothalamus maintains homeostasis, blood pressure, body temperature, cardio and fluid electrolyte balance of the body. As the part of limbic system, it influences various emotional responses. Neurosecretory cells of hypothalamus secrete the following types of hormone. They are releasing hormones, inhibiting hormones, oxytocin and vasopressin. See the chemical nature of hormones. There are three types. Some belongs to amines, some are proteins and some are steroids. The chemical properties of amines are small, water soluble, derived from tyrosine or tryptophan. Example: adrenaline, noradrenaline, melatonin and thyroid hormone are amines in nature. Then proteins, they are water soluble. Example: insulin, glucagon and pituitary hormones. All these are belong to the proteins. Then next one, steroids. They are derived from cholesterol, mostly lipid soluble. Example: of hormones are cortisol, aldosterone, testosterone, estrogen, progesterone. See the pituitary gland. It is otherwise called as hypophysis. The pituitary gland is ovoid in shape and located in the sella tussica, a bony cavity of the sphenoid bone at the base of brain and connected to the hypothalamic region of the brain by a stalk called infundibulum. It is about 1 centimeter in diameter and 0.5 gram in weight. The pituitary consists of 2 lobes. Anterior lobe, which is glandular in nature, adenohypophysis, and the posterior neural neurohypophysis. The anterior lobe originates from the embryonic invagination of pharyngeal epithelium called Rath's pouch. The posterior lobe originates from the base of the brain as an outgrowth of hypothalamus. Anatomically, the adenohypophysis has 3 lobes or zones. They are pars intermedia, pars distalis, then pars tubularis. The neurohypophysis is otherwise known as pars nervosa. The anterior lobe of pituitary secretes 6 tropic hormones. They are growth hormone, thyroid stimulating hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone, follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, luteotrophic hormone. In short, they are named as GH, and thyroid stimulating hormone is TSH, ACTH which denotes adrenocorticotropic hormone, FSH denotes follicle stimulating hormone, LH denotes luteinizing hormone, LTH denotes luteotrophic hormone. The next one is melanocyte stimulating hormone, MSH. In lower animals only it can be seen. The posterior lobe of pituitary secretes 2 hormones. They are vasopressin and oxytocin. Now, anterior pituitary or pars distalis. It produces the following hormone. They are somatotrophic hormone or growth hormone, prolactin, thyroid stimulating hormone TSH, adrenocorticotropic hormone ACTH, luteinizing hormone LH, and follicle stimulating hormone is FSH. The anterior pituitary is light pink color in the picture. It is also known as somatotrophic hormone or somatotrophin. It is a peptide hormone, proteinaceous in nature. Growth hormone promotes growth of all the tissues and metabolic process of the body. It influences the metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids, and increase the rate of protein biosynthesis in the cells. It stimulates chondrogenesis, that is formation of cartilage, osteogenesis, bone formation, and helps in the retention of minerals like nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, sodium, etc. in the body. GH increases the release of fatty acids from adipose tissue and decrease the rate of glucose utilization for energy by the cells. Thus, it conserves glucose for glucose-dependent tissues such as brain. Next hormone, thyrotrophin or thyroid stimulating hormone or TSH. It is glycoprotein in nature which stimulates the thyroid gland to secrete triiodothyronine T3 and thyroxine which is T4. The TSH secretion is regulated by negative feedback mechanism. Its release from the anterior pituitary is induced by the thyrotrophin releasing hormone. When thyrotoxin level in blood increases, TRH act on both the pituitary and hypothalamus to inhibit TSH secretion. This is the feedback mechanism. Next one, adrenocorticotropic hormone, otherwise called as ACTH. It is a peptide hormone that stimulates the adrenal cortex to secrete glucocorticoids and mineralocorticoids. It stimulates melanin synthesis in melanocytes, induces the release of fatty acids from adipose tissue, and stimulates insulin secretion. ACTH secretion is regulated by negative feedback mechanism. You know what is negative feedback mechanism? The next one, follicle stimulating hormone, FSH. FSH is a glycoprotein hormone which regulates the function of the gonads, that is ovary and testes. In males, the FSH along with androgen act on the germinal epithelium of seminiferous tubules and stimulates the production and release of sperms. The production and release of sperm is known as spermatogenesis. In females, the FSH act on ovaries and brings about the development and maturation of Graafian follicles. Next hormone is luteinizing hormone or LH. LH is a glycoprotein hormone which is also known as interstitial cell stimulating hormone, ICSH. In males, ICSH act on the interstitial cells of the testes to produce the male sex hormone testosterone. In females, LH along with FSH matures the ovarian follicle. LH independently induces ovulation, maintains the corpus luteum, and promotes synthesis and release of ovarian hormone. FSH and LH are collectively referred as gonadotrophins. FSH and LH are not produced during childhood. The secretion of FSH and LH starts only during pre-pubertal period. Next hormone is luteotrophic hormone. It is otherwise called as LTH, or lactogenic hormone, or prolactin, or mammotrophin. These are the other names. Okay. The next one is, it is proteinaceous in nature, which stimulates milk secretion after child's birth in females. High prolactin secretion during lactation suppresses LH secretion and ovulation since it induces corpus luteum, hence the name as luteotrophic hormone. This table shows the hypothalamic hormones and their functions. So far we have studied. First one, thyrotrophin releasing hormone or TRH function stimulates the secretion of TSH. Gonadotrophin releasing hormone stimulates the secretion of FSH. Corticotrophin releasing hormone stimulates the secretion of ACTH. Growth hormone releasing hormone stimulates the secretion of GH. Prolactin releasing hormone PRH, it stimulates the secretion of prolactin. Luteinizing hormone releasing hormone stimulates the secretion of LH. MSH releasing hormone stimulates the secretion of MSH. Growth hormone inhibiting hormone inhibits secretion of GH. Prolactin inhibiting hormone inhibits the secretion of prolactin. MSH inhibiting hormone inhibits the secretion of MSH. Now the second lobe, that is pars intermedia. In human, it is almost merged with pars distalis, the first portion. It produces melanocyte stimulating hormone MSH, which act on melanocytes to regulate the pigmentation of the skin. In mammals, the role of pars intermedia is insignificant, but in other vertebrates, it secretes melanocyte stimulating hormone or MSH, which induces pigmentation in skin. Pituitary gland is located in the depression in the sphenoid bone of skull below the brain, so it is called hypothalamus cerebri. Vasopressin and oxytocin are composed of 9 amino acids and are almost identical, and they differ in only 2 amino acids, and yet they have dramatically different physiological effects. Amino acid sequence of vasopressin: cysteine, tyrosine, phenylalanine, glutamine, asparagine, cysteine, proline, arginine, and glycine. Amino acid sequence of oxytocin is cysteine, tyrosine, isoleucine, glutamine, asparagine, cysteine, proline, leucine, and glycine. Now the hormones of neurohypophysis, posterior lobe of pituitary. It secretes 2 hormones. They are vasopressin and antidiuretic. It is otherwise called as antidiuretic hormone or ADH. The second hormone is oxytocin, which means quick birth. ADH is a peptide hormone which promotes reabsorption of water and electrolytes by distal tubule of nephron and thereby reduces loss of water through urine. Hence, it is called antidiuretic hormone. It is also causes constriction of blood vessels when released in large amount and increases blood pressure. ADH deficiency causes diabetes insipidus, which induces the production of large amount of urine. Oxytocin, it means quick birth. It is a peptide hormone which stimulates vigorous contraction of smooth muscles of uterus during childbirth and ejection of milk from mammary glands. Pineal gland. It is located on the dorsal side of forebrain. It secretes melatonin. Functions of melatonin are: it regulates diurnal rhythm of body, that is 24 hours clock. Example, maintenance of sleep-wake cycle, body temperature, etc. It influences the metabolism, pigmentation, and menstrual cycle. It influences our defense capability. In human, the pineal gland or epiphysis cerebri or conarium is located behind the third ventricle of brain and formed of parenchymal cells and interstitial cells. It secretes the hormone melatonin, which plays a central role in the regulation of circadian rhythm of our body and maintains the normal sleep-wake cycle. It also regulates the timing of sexual maturation of gonads. In addition, melatonin also influences metabolism, pigmentation, menstrual cycle, and defense mechanism of our body. Next one, thyroid gland. This is the thyroid gland which is present in our neck region. and this shows the cross section of it. Thyroid gland. The butterfly shaped thyroid gland is bilobed gland located below the larynx on each side of upper trachea. It is the largest endocrine gland in the body. Its two lateral lobes are connected by a median tissue called isthmus. Each lobe is made up of many lobules. Each lobule consists of follicles called acini, acinus in singular. Each acinus is lined with glandular, cuboidal or squamosal epithelial cells. The lumen of acinus is filled with colloid, a thick glycoprotein mixture consisting of thyroglobulin molecules. Hormones of thyroid gland are often called the major metabolic hormones. The follicular cells of thyroid gland secrete two hormones, namely triiodothyronine, that is otherwise called as T3, and the thyroxine or tetraiodothyronine T4. The parafollicular cells or C cells of thyroid gland secrete the hormone called thyrocalcitonin. Iodine is essential for the normal synthesis of thyroid hormone. Thyroid releasing hormone from the hypothalamus stimulates the adenohypophysis to secrete thyroid stimulating hormone, which in turn stimulates thyroid gland to secrete thyroid hormone. The thyroid hormones show negative feedback mechanism which effect on the hypothalamus of pituitary. Functions of thyroxine or tetraiodothyronine T4. Thyroxine regulates the basal metabolism and body heat production. It stimulates protein synthesis and promotes growth. It is essential for the development of skeletal and nervous system. Thyroxine play an important role in maintaining blood pressure. It reduces serum cholesterol levels. Optimum levels of thyroxine in the blood is necessary for gonadal functions. TCT is a polypeptide hormone, that is thyrocalcitonin, which regulates the blood calcium and phosphate level. It reduces the blood calcium level and opposes the effect of parathyroid hormone. Melatonin is secreted at night. Light falling on the retina of eye decreases melatonin production. Circadian rhythm is the 24-hour cycle of biological activities associated with the natural periods of light and darkness. Example: sleep-wake cycle, body temperature, appetite, etc. Sporadic goiter is a genetic disease and it is not caused by iodine or thyroxine deficiency. Iodine is required for the formation of thyroxine. To produce normal quantity of thyroxine, about 1 mg per week of iodine is required. To prevent iodine deficiency, common table salt is iodized with 1 part sodium iodide to every 1 lakh parts of sodium chloride. Next gland is parathyroid gland. In human, 4 tiny parathyroid glands are found in the posterior wall of thyroid gland. This gland is composed of 2 types of cells. They are the chief cells and oxyphil cells. The chief cells secrete parathyroid hormone PTH, and the function of oxyphil cells are not known. Parathyroid hormone is hypercalcemic hormone. It is a peptide hormone involved in controlling the calcium and phosphate homeostasis. The secretion of PTH is controlled by calcium level in the blood. It increases the blood calcium level by stimulating osteoclasts to dissolve the bone matrix. As a result, calcium and phosphates are released into the blood. PTH enhances the reabsorption of calcium and excretion of phosphates by the renal tubules and promotes the activation of vitamin D to increase calcium absorption by intestinal mucosal cells. Next one is thymus gland. See, this is the thymus gland. It is partially an endocrine gland and partially a lymphoid organ. It is a bilobed structure located just above the heart and aorta behind the sternum. It is covered by fibrous capsule and anatomically it is divisible into an outer cortex and an inner medulla. It secretes 4 hormones such as thymulin, thymosin, thymopoietin and thymic humoral factor. The primary function of thymus is the production of immunocompetent, that is T lymphocyte, which provides cell mediated immunity. The next gland is adrenal gland. See the picture. It is above the kidney, so it is called suprarenal gland. Just the triangle like shape. A pair of adrenal glands are located at the anterior end of kidney and it is called suprarenal glands. Anatomically, the outer region of cortex and the inner region is the medulla. See the cross section of that adrenal gland. Adrenal cortex, the light peach color. Histologically, the adrenal cortex has 3 distinct zones. They are zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata, zona reticularis. Zona glomerulosa, an outer thin layer, constitutes about 15% of adrenal cortex and secretes mineralocorticoids. Zona fasciculata, the middle widest layer, constitutes about 75% of adrenal cortex and secretes glucocorticoids such as cortisol, corticosterone and trace amount of adrenal androgen and estrogen. Zona reticularis, an inner zone of adrenal cortex, constitutes about 10% of adrenal cortex and secrete the adrenal androgen, trace amount of estrogen and glucocorticoids. Adrenal medulla, it is the central part of adrenal gland and it is composed of ovoid and columnar cells which are found around the network of blood capillaries, dark brown color. Adrenaline or epinephrine and noradrenaline. Norepinephrine are the 2 hormones secreted by the adrenal medulla. Both adrenaline and noradrenaline are catecholamines. Glucocorticoids stimulate. These are the functions of adrenal hormone. Glucocorticoids stimulate gluconeogenesis, lipolysis, proteolysis. Lysis means destruction. These are otherwise called as the life-saving activity. Cortisol is a glucocorticoid involved in maintaining cardiovascular and kidney function. It produces anti-inflammatory reaction and suppresses the immune response. It stimulates the RBC production. It also known as stress compact hormone. Mineralocorticoids regulates the water and electrolyte balance of our body. Aldosterone stimulates the reabsorption of sodium and water and eliminates potassium and phosphate ions through excretion. Thus, it helps in maintaining electrolytes, osmotic pressure, and blood pressure. Adrenal androgen plays a role in hair growth in the axial region, pubis, and face during puberty. The adrenal medulla secretes the hormone adrenaline and noradrenaline and referred as 3F hormones: fight, flight, and fright hormone. Adrenaline increases liver glycogen breakdown into glucose and increase the release of fatty acids from fat cells. During emergency, it increases heartbeat rate and blood pressure. It stimulates the smooth muscles of cutaneous and visceral arteries to decrease blood flow. It increases the blood flow to the skeletal muscles, thereby increases metabolic rate of skeletal muscles, cardiac muscles, and nervous tissue. Adrenal hormone, otherwise called a 3F hormone, that denotes flight, fight, and fright. Next one, pancreas. You know where is pancreas? Its secretion opens into the duodenum. Pancreas is a composite gland which performs both exocrine and endocrine function. It located just below the stomach as a leaf-like structure. Pancreas is composed of two major tissues such as acini and islets of Langerhans. Acini secretes digestive enzymes and the islets of Langerhans secretes hormones like insulin and glucagon. Human pancreas has 1 to 2 million islets of Langerhans. In each islet, about 60% of cells are beta cells, 25% cells are alpha cells, and 10% cells are delta cells. Alpha cells secrete glucagon, beta cells secrete insulin, delta cells secrete somatostatin. Insulin. Insulin is a peptide hormone and play an important role in glucose homeostasis. Its main effect is to lower blood glucose level by increasing the uptake of glucose into the body cells, especially muscles and fat cells. Insulin also inhibits the breakdown of glycogen to glucose, the conversion of amino acids or fats to glucose. So, insulin is rightly called as hypoglycemic hormone. Next one, glucagon. Glucagon is a polypeptide hormone. It is a potent hyperglycemic hormone that acts on the liver and promotes the breakdown of glycogen to glucose, that is called glucogenolysis. Synthesis of glucose from lactic acid and from non-carbohydrate molecule, that is gluconeogenesis. Glucagon releases glucose from the liver cells, increasing the blood glucose level. Since glucagon reduces the cellular uptake and utilization of glucose, it is called hyperglycemic hormone. Prolonged hyperglycemia leads to the disorder called diabetes mellitus. Humulin. Human insulin is produced by recombinant DNA technology and administered to the diabetic patient as injection and not by oral consumption. The reason is the digestive enzyme digest it. The half-life period of insulin in plasma is 6 minutes, cleared from the circulation within 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you.